What happens when global stars like BTS's Jungkook face charges of violating conscription rules? This question shook the K-pop fan community and South Korean society in recent days. In one of the most unexpected moments in the entertainment world, this golden magne of BTS found herself in a whirlpool of controversy related to a live broadcast she made on the weverse platform, which was considered a violation of the rules of conscription. But is this really breaking the law? Or is this just a misunderstanding magnified by public opinion and social media? More importantly, who exactly was the first to make this accusation? That night, Jungkook just wanted to share his story with his fans. With a relaxed but still charismatic face, he turns on the camera and greets ARMY in weverse. In the middle of a quiet night, his warm voice was like a cool breeze that millions of fans longed for. In his live broadcast, he talked about his life during his mandatory military service, how he lived his days, the challenges he faced, to a deep sense of longing for the stage and fans. But who would have thought that warm night turned into a storm of controversy just a few hours later? When the live broadcast ended, several online platforms in South Korea began to buzz with discussions. The anonymous post first appeared on a popular community forum, suggesting Jungkook's actions could be considered a violation of military rule. The user wrote, "Are soldiers allowed to live stream using a professional account during service? Isn't this a veiled commercial activity?" The upload immediately went viral, attracting the attention of netizens and the media. It didn't take long before major media outlets picked up on the story, with headlines that sparked both curiosity and anxiety. Did BTS's Jungkook violate the rules of conscription? However, what exactly is the basis of these accusations? No concrete evidence was put forward. No specific regulations were cited. The accusation feels like an enigma, leaving many questions unanswered. On the other hand, some parties immediately reacted in defense of Jungkook. They confirmed that the broadcast was made during his personal leave, which should be outside the jurisdiction of military rule. Even so, the question still resonates in the minds of many people. Is this action really infringing, or is it simply misinterpreted by a handful of overly critical people? Why is a simple broadcast like this suddenly controversial? To understand the root of the problem, we must take a deeper look at the legal framework and culture of conscription in South Korea. Conscription in South Korea is not only about performing state duties, but also about honor and equality. Every eligible man was required to serve 18 to 21 months of service without exception, a tradition held in high esteem in the community. In this context, military rules are designed to ensure that all soldiers, whether famous or not, undergo service fairly and professionally without taking advantage of their personal status. However, where is the line between personal and professional status? For Jungkook, going live on weverse may be just a simple form of communication with his fans, something that has become part of his identity as a global celebrity. But for some, the move is considered a violation of military ethics because it uses an official platform associated with BTS's commercial activities and long-standing profession as a member. Another point that made the case complex was Jungkook's status during the broadcast. He was on leave from his military duties. During the leave period, a soldier remains under military supervision but has more freedom compared to the period of active service. However, this freedom is not fully defined in the regulations, thus opening a gap in interpretation. Is the live broadcast on the weverse account a legitimate personal activity, or does it fall into the category of professional activities prohibited during conscription? To date, there is no explicit regulation prohibiting the use of social media during the period of leave. This is what sparked a huge debate among netizens and legal observers. South Korea has a long history of highlighting celebrities serving in the military. Previous cases have shown that the public is often very sensitive to preferential treatment or violation of rules by public figures. Many believe that celebrities, due to their high status, should be exemplary in undergoing military service. Jungkook, as one of the BTS members whose reputation is recognized worldwide, indirectly bears the burden of expectations that are much greater than ordinary soldiers. If he breaks the rules, what will the world say about our military system? Revealed a comment on social media that supported criticism of Jungkook. However, there is another side to this argument. Many believe that Jungkook was the target of unfair criticism simply because of his popularity. His fans firmly defend that the broadcast was not intended for personal or commercial gain, but solely as a form of expression of longing to fans. The big problem of this case is the lack of clarity in the rules governing the activities of celebrities during conscription. The absence of clear guidelines opens up too wide a space for interpretation, so that different parties can use their own arguments to assess the situation. Is this really a violation, or is it just an overinterpretation? This question continues to echo among public discussions. Meanwhile, the pressure felt by Jungkook and his agency is getting bigger. Why is Jungkook always a target? Doesn't he just want to share his love with his fans? This question filled various social media platforms, illustrating the deep disappointment felt by the ARMY around the world. The live broadcast that was initially filled with warmth and longing has now turned into a controversial conversation, and this makes fans feel that Jungkook is being treated unfairly. Hashtags such as #ProtectJungkook and #JungkookInnocent instantly topped the global trend, showing the incredible solidarity of fans to protect their idols from criticism deemed excessive. For ARMY, Jungkook is not just a celebrity, but someone they consider like a best friend, sister, or even a family member. The live broadcast was felt as a moment where he shared a small part of his life undergoing military service, an experience far removed from the glitter of the BTS stage. However, the allegations of misconduct that emerged made many fans feel that Jungkook's kindness had been misinterpreted. He sacrificed his time to greet us, but what in return? These unfounded accusations? Wrote a fan on Twitter. Many fans felt that Jungkook was deliberately targeted simply because of his status as a member of the biggest group in the world. If this were done by ordinary soldiers, would they get the same reaction? Write another comment. In the end, this controversy not only touched Jungkook, but also touched the hearts of millions of people who loved him. Behind every hashtag and post on social media, there are voices full of love, hope, and prayers for Jungkook to stay strong in the face of this storm. For ARMY, it's not just about the live broadcast. It's about fighting for justice for someone who has given so much happiness to the world. You are not alone, Jungkook. We are here for you, always. In the midst of this chaos, several clues begin to come to light. Some sources say that this accusation actually comes from a group that often sparks controversy related to celebrities. They allegedly used the situation to attack BTS, who are often the target of unfounded criticism because of their status as the biggest K-pop group in the world. However, it remains unclear who initiated the issue and what the real motives behind the allegations are. Is this just a simple misunderstanding, or is there a bigger agenda behind the scenes? Even Jin spoke up. Jin denounced irresponsible parties who said Jungkook weverse recent live broadcast was a violation during his military leave. Based on my experience required by the military, live broadcasts just to greet the ARMY were considered legitimate, Jin said. Of this writing, there has been no official statement from the military or government regarding Jungkook's live broadcast. However, an anonymous official said that an internal investigation may be carried out to ascertain whether the actions violated the rules. On the other hand, Big Hit Music, the agency that houses BTS, has also not issued an official statement. This sparked further speculation among the media and fans. The controversy isn't just about whether or not Jungkook broke the rules. This is a reflection of the tremendous pressure faced by celebrities in living their personal lives, especially amid rigorous social and professional demands. One thing is for sure. This case reminds us that even stars as big as Jungkook are not immune to public scrutiny and often unfair criticism. And as always, time will tell how this story ends.